In 2025, if you need any more reason not to do drugs or snort shit up your nose, I have one for you right here. How's it going, creeps? Welcome back to Cinema Creep. Cinema Creep is a place where we discuss, dissect, and review all things vile, disgusting, and downright terrifying in the world of horror cinema. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Zombie movies are more clapped out than a used Dodge Charger. But that does not mean that I'm not going to sit down and watch every single zombie movie that is released, because I'm going to. So when I saw that Shudder was releasing a new zombie movie called Mads, I, of course, was stoked. Mads is a French zombie horror film from director and writer David Moreau. The movie follows 18-year-old Roman, who has just graduated and makes a stop at his dealer's place to try a new pill. As he heads off to a party, he sees an injured woman on the side of the road and decides to help her. Is this a bad trip, or is it something else? One thing is for sure, it's only the beginning of the night for Roman. Mads starts out strong, and for the first 15 minutes or so, it doesn't hold back, as you are instantly drawn into the story because of the long takes. The movie was supposedly shot in one take with no breaks or cuts, and it looks like it could be one continuous shot. While this is not unheard of, I actually feel like that isn't entirely true in this case. Not that that matters, but just throwing it out there, that was sort of a big appeal of this film. But that's not what makes the movie less appealing to me. The thing that really started to kill this story for me was the second and third act. Like I said, the first act started out strong and really drew me into the story. Initially, I was completely bought into the story of Roman because I felt like he actually had something to lose. His girlfriend potentially finding out about the infected woman that he killed in his car and brought back to his house, or his father finding out when his father gets home, or even potentially his neighbor who is yelling about calling the police. He had a couple of close calls with all of them finding out. I thought Milton Ritchie, who played Roman, did a pretty good job for a relatively new actor, and honestly, I wish the movie would have followed him for the entirety of the film, because once it switches to his girlfriend Anna, that's where the movie begins to fall apart. Because this is where the movie does this switcheroo, because for the first act you have Roman leading the story, the second act you have Anna leading the story, and then the third act you have Julia leading the story. Although the actress playing Anna did a great job giving it her all, some parts of her performance felt a little silly and goofy, and I'm saying that even though I understand what they were going for, it just didn't land for me completely. And honestly, with little to no time to set up her character, I didn't care if she lived or died. You know, she was more obnoxious than she was relatable. This leads us to the last character in the story. Like I said, the third act you pick up a different character, and this is Julia. Julia takes over the story. Julia becomes the story's protagonist now after picking up Anna on a moped and sharing a really weird scene with her. It's strange, but I sort of liked it. I get it, it's a movie, but why didn't she just kick her off the moped way earlier? Why did she let it escalate to the levels that it did? The part where Anna was chasing her while she was on the moped was one of the few creepy moments in the film, probably because it reminded me of some of the devil spawn ex-girlfriends I have had in the past. I swear I've had to evade one of them in a car once while they were chasing me on foot. True story. Scary as fuck. But by the third act, this movie lost all of its charm and originality for me as you watch the story unfold that you've seen 9 million times before. Soldiers sent to contain a virus and protect any remaining survivors while the world is ending. The movie was shot well and the acting was surprisingly good as all the actors decided to just fucking send it. But where it falls short for me is the story. Again, and with a zombie movie in 2024/2025, you really need to do something different. At this point, just having zombies, just having an outbreak is not good enough. I'm going to rate this one 2.5 out of 5 creeps, and I would recommend you just rewatch 28 Days Later instead of this. Even if you've seen that movie 500 fucking times over, you will probably still make better use of your time. That's it. That's my review. So don't forget to let me know how many creeps you would rate Mads down in the comments below. And while you're down there, let me know what your favorite zombie/virus outbreak film is. Also, don't forget to check the description for cool ways to help support the Cinema Creep channel. Last but not least, don't be a chud and like the video if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more killer horror content here from Cinema Creep. And as always, stay creepy, and I will see you guys on the next one. See ya. For real, got chased. She was fast as fuck. Fast. Scary. I thought I was gonna die.